Hello and welcome to the News at Noon. Today is Friday. I'm Emily Morris. I'm WXOU's news director. Today is supposed to be a bit of a chilly day with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 41. Right now it's 45 degrees, but feels a bit cooler. A light jacket is probably enough for today. The humidity is 77%. It is going to be a pretty cloudy day all day. The weekend will have beautiful fall weather. This morning the traffic was a bit hectic. There was an accident on I-75, but it should be cleared up by now. Before I jump into any news today, I will be giving the answer to the brain teaser of last week. If you missed it, the question was, what rock group has 4 men that do not sing? The answer is Mount Rushmore. Now, moving into my interview for the morning, I have a couple guests on with me today from a club focusing on the national debt. Thank you for coming on with me today, Trey, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thank you. Here.
So how are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Good. So, can you tell me just a little bit of an overview of what is Up to Us?
Yeah, sure. We're a nationwide initiative that's trying to raise awareness about the national debt. There's about 125 colleges and universities across the country that are part of this movement. And it's nonpartisan, and it's basically trying to get our generation to start addressing the nation's fiscal challenges. Our team here at Oakland University is made up of Theta Chi fraternity brothers, and we all share a passion about fiscal policy and creating a sustainable future.
Awesome. So, what's the history of your club in particular?
Yeah, we got together around August to start making this group, but we haven't really started doing anything since October, and now November is going to be our big month where we're really pushing a lot of our events.
Awesome. So this is obviously a huge issue. It involves the entire nation. So what is your specific goal as a small group here?
So our main goal is just to be able to raise awareness to a lot of millennials, and if we come together we can definitely make a difference, but on our own it's not going to be possible. So the main thing we're trying to do is run these specific events that will make college students more informed and get them out to vote so that we can actually create real change.
Right. We have a upcoming election on November 6th. Do you guys plan on coming out to that?
Of course.
Yeah, make sure you go out and vote.
Yep, November 6th.
So, kind of reining back to the bigger picture of this, why is this a problem?
Well, right now our national debt is at 21.6 trillion, and it's rising every day. We really have to focus on this issue because the economy that we're inheriting as millennials could become a real issue if we don't take action and try to do something about it. Right now, just a quick statistic: the Congressional Budget Office projects that in 30 years, the federal debt held by the public will climb to 150% of the GDP, and so that's really staggering and something that we need to be keeping an eye on.
One thing is we try to focus on educating college students specifically because college is the point in life where you take out student loans when you really start to see depth in life, and raising awareness now can help lower and try to lower that number from growing as much as it's growing now in the future.
All right. So this is obviously something that affects everyone, but it should be important to college students too. I know some people, when it comes to voting at least, they think, at least at a young age, maybe they're not informed enough, or it's just something that's so new that they don't go out to the polls because of that.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing to reach this age group that isn't very involved in politics usually, according to statistics?
Yeah, so we're trying to run specific events that we can get people out to so that we can raise awareness about it and kind of make them think about it. Just a few examples. We plan on holding a trivia competition sometime in November.
Oh, exciting.
We're definitely going to be reminding students on November 6th to vote.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a pretty big day for us where we're making posts on social media, trying to remind people on how important of a day it is. And all of us are going around our classrooms and giving small speeches about just our group as a whole and the importance of voting.
Oh, cool. So has Oakland University done anything to jumpstart your campaign?
We're just an affiliate with Oakland. It's kind of up to us. It's kind of its own separate thing. It's just a nonpartisan initiative, and
Okay.
each school has their own team, and so we're just representing Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
But Oakland has given us access to a lot of different rooms that we can hold our events in, and they've helped us table, and so that's kind of the things that they're doing for us.
Awesome. So there's a group of people here that are all in college right now, and this is the focus onto college students and everything. How do you plan to make your group outlast your time at Oakland?
Right, so by integrating it into our fraternity, we're kind of teaching new members about this different thing and all these opportunities we can get from this group. And so hopefully, if we do really well and we collect enough signatures, which is something that we're trying to do, we can send people to Washington, D.C. And once we go to Washington, D.C., we'll be able to get different internships and do all these different things to even make more of a difference. So by having our fraternity involved with it, we're constantly teaching new members and educating a lot of people about what's going on. And more people are going to keep joining the group, and it's going to keep lasting, and we're going to be able to keep making a difference at Oakland. So you can contact us from our emails or directly from our fraternity Facebook page. We also have Instagrams you can contact us on. So if you look up Theta Chi Fraternity on Facebook and you send us a message, that'll reach us. And I believe we also have a Facebook page for it, Up to Us itself, Oakland University, so you can contact us from there as well.
Cool. So I have one more question that I actually don't think you guys are going to be able to answer. Before you get nervous, so I'm going to introduce this week's riddle. And if you have an answer, just keep it to yourself, because I'm going to give the answer of this one at the end of this episode. So, but just something for you guys to think about, a reason for you guys to tune in at the end of this. So anyway, the riddle is, what has hands but cannot clap? Do either of you guys think you know it? Yeah, you think you do? Well, keep it to yourself. I'll announce it at the end. So before we move into campus events now, I'm going to take a quick music break that is all of these guys' favorite song. I always let my interviewees pick a song. So we have Sweet Caroline coming up next.